Good evening, my friends, Poland and Israel. So it's been 2 weeks since our last meeting, and I saw some of you posted in the group work. That's nice. I also spent the weekend in a special retreat here in Israel. The name of this retreat is um, Pleasurable Uncertainty. Right? Viola, Beth, is it correct? So we worked on making uncertainty a positive part of life and even a pleasurable part of life. This is what we have been working on for a whole weekend here in Israel. And Beth participated. It was very intensive, right?
It was amazing. It was really the most amazing retreat, and I'm still digesting and on a high from it.
Hmm. Oh, we may do it in Poland also. A weekend of pleasurable uncertainty. I'm sure you can bring many people to such bizarre event. So I saw Irek's work and I saw Viola's work and I saw Monica's sharing, continuing the journey. So I would like to invite you to share us your experience or your challenges, whatever you want us to work with it with our psycho-creative tools so we can learn a little bit more. So anything you want to share or to ask will be good for us. So let's say I see that some of you close your camera. Please, if you can, open. Yes. Okay. Monica, what would you like to share with us?
Actually, I have a question. It's a technical question because
Yes.
I'm doing the reduce the steps for reducing self critic journey, and for a couple of days I had an impression that I answered the questions already, but I'm not that bright. And actually there was 5 or 6 days, and yesterday I realized that then I checked it, and the same questions repeat for the step, I think 4, 5, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And then for the chapter 20th, 21, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, I think, and 24th. And I wanted to ask, is it made that by purpose, or is it a mistake?
No. I guess it's a technical mistake.
Okay.
If questions were repeated, it must be a mistake, so we need to check it.
Yeah,
So
because
you should notify this immediately.
I should, but I had this impression. I thought I answered these questions, but there is, I did the emotional transformation, then the self-love, then the reducing the self-critic, and I thought, oh, it must be something wrong with me. Then yesterday I remembered exactly the questions, and I said, no, I answered these questions, and I checked it exactly, and yeah.
So I'm going to take a look, and guess there is a technical mistake here.
Then I can give you because I can give you details because I checked it. So step 4 and step 21st are the same. Step 5th and 22nd, step 6th and 23rd.
I will not remember this. You can write it to me in private.
So 6, yeah, I will, yeah. So there's 6, and today I did it today. Today is fine. Like
nevertheless, even if the questions repeat themselves, and they should not, still they're valid. I mean, you can ask the same question many times, and it will always be a new challenge. So we will fix them, but if you answer the same question, it's also good for you. Sometimes it's even uniquely better because you challenge yourself again and again with the same question, and then you get new information from within you. So we actually do it in other courses. There are places where we repeat, but this one is an accident, so we're going to fix it. Okay. And whenever you see something that you think may be wrong or a mistake, just let me know immediately so I can check. Don't wait. Don't be too polite. Be Israeli. Don't be patient. Be Israeli. Okay, so if you want to learn something from us, this is lesson 1. You have a problem? Say it immediately. Don't wait. All right, and it's good that you noticed, that you were alert, that you saw it. And overall, how you feel now about your relationship with your self-critic?
It's better than it was before because I started to recognize it. And yeah, well, it's really significant thing in life, and I'm just in shock that I haven't noticed before. It's crazy how we live with this and we think it should be like that.
It is as if
amazing.
It's a bug attached to us, and we used to live with it, and then we noticed that we have this bug, and we also noticed that from time to time we can reduce its power, and we are amazed that it's always been there, influence our thoughts, our feelings, our choices. So if you are astonished, it means that you get the idea.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and this is a reaction I see many times because it is so much culturally embedded in our minds. It is as if self-criticism is the normal. And then you realize that it doesn't have to be this way. And you have other options of treating yourself. And you don't have to be that critic. And this is a great finding, because it changes so many things following this. Because our inner critic is responsible for our anxieties and for our the places where we get stuck or hopeless or pessimistic or feel that we are unable to do things. So many things are the result of the exaggerated self-criticism. And once you notice it, you realize it, and then you can start freeing yourself from it. Good. So, but in order for you to realize this, you must experience it in yourself. I mean, it's not enough that I'm telling you about this, and it's even not enough for you to read it. You need to get sometimes to the experience, and within it to realize, oh, this is my inner critic talking to me right now. It is exaggerated, by the way. I don't have to believe it. Only when you experience it, then you start knowing it. There's not much learning without experiencing. Same goes for self-love. Once you start feeling the self-love, start feeling that it really is working within you, then you start learning. Okay.
True.
Yeah, this is why I encourage you, practice again, and then you will get to moments of true joy or moments of true love where you actually will feel it within you. And then you know it is possible. Okay, Viola, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to share about something on the national level.
Yeah,
Is it possible, yeah? That we
I hope so.
that we as a Polish nation, actually, I'm not speaking about any nation, Polish nation,
Yeah,
we have, I think, we have such a hatred towards ourselves, also as a nation, as a community,
it's a culture.
Is it possible? Yeah, and then we learn it as as individuals.
So,
But
you know,
all
we
the
have all these jokes about Polish women here in Israel.
Yeah, but it's about Jewish Polish women, so it's different a
Oh,
bit. You have to
okay.
know. Yeah.
You say that it is a cultural phenomenon
No.
of self-hatred, something like this?
Yeah, and this is taking us to the denial, to the false
So I have
thinking
lots of
that we are
potential.
better than others,
Oh,
hating
yeah.
others, everybody who is not Polish, we just don't like them, generally speaking, you know.
But you say you're expressing two things. You say, first of all, we don't like ourselves,
Yeah.
and then you say we don't like others.
Yeah.
The same
Yeah,
time.
I think yes, exactly. I think it's combined, isn't it?
I can try to explain the psychological mechanism for what you said.
No, tell me, please.
But pay attention that you are generalizing too much, I think.
Okay, I know I am generalizing too much, but to touch the subject, I have to generalize.
So there is a psychological mechanism called cognitive dissonance. Okay? Cognitive dissonance is a kind of self-deception. And within this self-deception, you do all you can to keep this self-deception from being exposed. So you act in a very strange way to keep your lies towards yourself, because it's very hard to face the truth. So you prefer to keep the lies. So in a paradoxical way, instead of saying the truth, I don't like myself, you project it to others, I don't like them. Instead of facing this truth that I have problems with me, I'm saying that they have a problem. But this is just a way to mask the real problem, which is the relationship you have with yourself.
So what can we do?
About your nation, I have no idea, but what you can do with yourself,
Myself,
I don't know what to do with my
more or less.
nation.
Mhm.
All right? In my age, I realized that I cannot be responsible to all the people in Israel, but I can do the best within my own community and with myself. So, how do you call it, Beth? This tower that gives light to the sea, Migdalor, how do you call it in English?
A lighthouse.
Lighthouse. So
Yeah.
this is the answer.
No.
You can work on yourself so you can become a lighthouse. You know what lighthouse means?
Yeah, I know. People sometimes say I'm like lighthouse, but
So
my light is so big that it's
no,
killing
but
them
as long as
because I'm so
you,
different, you
as
know?
long as you suffer from your own exaggerated self-critic, it's hard for you to influence people to change this.
Yeah, but I don't suffer so much.
Yes, but again, I'm telling you, when you ask me what can I do
No.
at the personal level, what you can do is increase the work you do on yourself. This is where you can influence. The more you demonstrate behavior and state of mind of non-criticizing myself, being more flexible with myself, being more tolerant with myself, more forgiving to me, accepting me wider, then you give chance to other people to be inspired by you and start acting the same. Okay? This is the best you can do. If you want to make it larger, then you learn the subject deeply and you open a group like I'm doing and you teach more people. It depends on you. And if you feel that you have a lot of knowledge, you start writing about this. There are many ways to do it, but it always begins with you, and you study the ways to have a better relationship with yourself, and you act this way. All right? And when you act this way, some people will be inspired by you, and then you make your influence.
Yeah, I understand. And it's predictable what you said. I just wanted to share my grief because we go through a lot in this.
You are grieving
as
for
a,
your country?
Yeah, as a country, we go a lot in this week, especially last few days.
Oh, what
It's a
happened?
very heavy week for us as a nation.
Why? What
We are
special
dealing with the
is it?
guilt. We are actually running away from the crimes we committed. We are pretending we didn't do anything.
Are
We
you
are
talking
lying.
about something related to Israel?
Not necessarily, but
Good.
not to Israel. No,
Good, good.
to the Jewish people.
To the
Okay.
Jewish people. All right.
Polish Jewish people. Yeah.
But this is something that you cannot take on your shoulders.
No, I'm just sharing. I'm not taking this so much on my shoulders, but anyway, it is on my shoulders because I'm a daughter of that land. What am I supposed to pretend now I'm
Okay.
somebody different?
Let me update you
Okay, good. No.
that many nations have their, let's say, non-spoken crimes or things that they don't want to face, to say we were wrong. I believe in Israel we are there now in the present. I believe that we are there in the present. We have this problem and we will have this problem for some years. And the United States also had it, and England had it. Yes, it is a process that starts with kind of self-forgiving, realizing what you did, say, I am responsible. I will ask for forgiveness and taking responsibility. I'm not hiding the truth. And then in the personal level, you do the same. You take responsibilities for your mistakes. You don't let your inner critic punish you for this. You do all your best not to repeat the mistakes, and you practice self-love. You know that all the atrocities or things that people hurt each other begin with lack of love. So when we forget that all of us are divine creatures, all of us related to God in the same way, all of us, then we may allow ourselves to hurt someone else. And then later, after a generation, we say, no, this was wrong. Because I I have I have no legitimacy to hurt someone else because we are all connected. But let's go back here. We take it to the personal level, saying, I have no legitimacy to hurt myself. And I don't have the legitimacy to hate myself. I can acknowledge my pain. I can acknowledge my mistakes or things that I hurt someone. I can take responsibility. I can apologize. I can do my best to improve myself. And that's it. That's it. And then to increase the practice of self-love, of emotional transformation, be more honest with yourself. I think if we can accomplish this, it can make a huge change, but it begins always with small communities. And congratulations for starting doing intuitive painting at home. You actually started with Beth in Israel. Good. So it is important for us not to get stuck in the guilt feelings, because guilt feelings is something you cannot work with. You can work with responsibility. You can say, I'm responsible. Yeah, I made a mistake. But if you stay stuck with guilt, you cannot release yourself from this. It's an addictive pain. Okay? Because we all make mistakes. In the personal level and in the national level, from time to time, as parents, we make mistakes. As friends, we make mistakes. And we make mistakes with ourselves. Yes, we're human. The greatness is to acknowledge your mistakes, take responsibility, and do your best to learn something from it. The role of mistakes is to teach us a lesson. And the greater the person, the greater he is with acknowledging mistakes and growing with the mistake. Okay? We call it in the psycho-creative world, good mistakes.
What I noticed last week in a Parashat Shavua, there was something about the towns of refuge for the people who made mistakes. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, thousands of years ago, people were allowed to make mistakes, and then they had a place for hiding. They knew what they done, but they could be rescued because others couldn't reach them. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. This time,
yes. The name in Hebrew is Arei Miklat.
Arei Miklat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and it's also, it's not denial. It's just telling, okay, there is a mistake, and it's a place for me. It's not a prison. It's a place to live, to prosper.
Yeah.
But it's a place of protection too.
So,
and I think it's in your culture is something completely different than in our culture. To cover, to lie, to run away.
We are not the same people of the Bible, no longer.
I don't know.
Just
I'm
people of 2026.
You are the same.
Nevertheless,
you will be always the same.
I can talk a little bit about compassion. Don't idealize us. We don't have this privilege. Compassion. Let's talk a little bit about compassion. Compassion, we can approach it in many ways. One of the ways to approach compassion is to say, I could be in the place of this man. I could be that criminal. I could be this homeless man. I could be the same place. I am not so better than him. So I could have made mistakes. I could have been raised in the wrong neighborhood and becoming a criminal, or God forbid, a terrorist. I could be there. We all human. It depends on circumstances. And what racism is about, saying, no, we are better people than you. We are healthier, cleaner, brighter, and our color is better, etc. You know what I mean. And racism is actually a place where you forgot your compassion. You forgot that we are all made of God the same way, and our job is to connect. Our job is to get closer to each other and not to separate each other So, for example, dealing the right way with criminals is not just to punish them, but help them correct, help them return to society, help them take responsibility, love themselves, and do something meaningful with their life, not just say, you don't belong to us, because we can all end up in negative places in some circumstances. Okay? And this is a part of compassion. And I believe that the more you practice things like self-love, you also open yourself to compassion. And for you to feel good, you don't need to be superior to other person. All you need to do is to treat yourself positively. That's it. Okay? So it all goes back to the relationship you have with yourself. I believe that the whole world, not just Poland or Israel, has more or less same challenges. Challenges of compassion, challenges of stop fighting each other, challenges of peace, challenges of love. Just think about how much money modern countries spend on weapons. Oh, I mean, all big countries have lots of mass destruction, such a big budget for this. Doesn't it sound strange that the human race spends so much money on tools that can destroy the human race? And this is a problem for us as a culture. But I believe it begins with things that we do here: self-love, reducing self-criticism, self-compassion, practicing your creativity, etc. And the fact that we communicate here, you see, between countries, and we find a common ground, shows that it is possible. Okay, thank you, Viola. Now, let's take a look at your drawings. So, Viola, this is a very optimistic painting. I think it is all pastels, right? And this is also Viola's. And I think this is Irek's, right? Yeah, this
So
is your energy.
Mine was one after another. Like, you know, I just finished one and then I made second. Sorry.
All right, Irek, what is the size of your painting, more or less? Size of the paper?
It's like A4.
Yeah, well, you can double it.
Double it?
With your energy, I would double it. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I will be working like, no, first of all, I have such, I love painting, but not so much. But
well,
you know,
it is your choice.
No, it's thank you. I will try. But coming back to subject, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I am a little bit going to Viola perspective, because you speak about the things which is normal society, yeah, self-love, self-doubt. But what about the people who are not normal? Like, you have people for Hamas, they came 7 October and they did such awful things, and you are the witness of that, and you will tell them, love yourself. Oh, we will have love and compassion to you. We are dealing now with Poland, with things that people started to horrible behaving, yes. And of course, I will not save it. But for me, like Paul, I am really sorry, and I am destroyed because this is my people, this is my family. You know, it's not like, oh, you know, I would love to change these people, but how to keep ourselves out of that? Because
Well-
I have no permission to change anybody, but also I have to keep myself away from that.
All right. So I believe, just for the discussion, that what we bring here as the psycho-creative way of life, we may say that this is 1,000 years ahead of us. If I talk about the ideal society, ideal psycho-creative society, it will take time. Okay, so we are in the process of healing our society, and it takes time. So you have communities that are healthier and many people that are still in the dark. Not just Hamas, also people from my country that are making crimes. I mean, you can see it in every place. You have this polarity. You have the people that you say, my God, this is so distant from me. This is not me. What can I do with this? So this is what you can do. First of all, you need to define yourself, who you are, your values, and if possible, relate yourself to the proper community that have same values or more or less same values. And this is I belong to this. Then you need to make sure you have the right boundaries and distance from people who are far away from your values, your energy. Okay? Other than this, we have many social diseases everywhere. In the Arab countries, in Israel, in Poland, in Turkey, wherever you go, you have social diseases based on lack of love. You may say that people who weren't raised with love and were educated to base their thoughts on fear and division, okay, may in time act in a way that destroy other people, actually destroying themselves also. Okay, this is just a reflection of the general cultural status. Some of us in a healthier state and some of us are not. And the problem is that the healthier you get, the more difficult it gets to you to belong to the general community. You understand? Because you say, all right, I cannot belong to this. This is not me. It is maybe my people, because in my ID card, it says the same nationality, but in my values, no. I would never do such things that they did, never. And it's hard because you feel connected, you feel belong, and you feel, but you say, so you need to make the right distance, boundaries, not to get involved with the people who are not your energy. And then you may start practicing compassion to them from a distance, but because if someone, let's say, has more fear energy than you, and that makes them to be violent, okay, or even killing people for the wrong reasons, but they live in fear. You may say, I can be compassionate to the fact that they are afraid most of their lives. I am not so much afraid. I'm different because I focus on love. But it doesn't mean that you're going to be their friends. It doesn't mean that you will accept them or be connected to them. But you will clean your energy by practicing compassion towards them. Understand? For example, for the Jewish health, we need to forgive the Nazis, because we need to release ourselves from this negative energy. Not to say that, well, you were okay. No, they weren't. This was horrible. But we cannot keep on carrying it from generation to generation and staying the victim, because it is not working for us. We don't liberate ourselves from this. At the beginning, in the first years, people even didn't dare to travel to Germany from Israel. Today, oh, you can see many Israelis in Berlin. They buy houses, they live there. Okay? And as long as the people you find are honest, loving, it doesn't mean their nationality. It means what kind of person they are. Okay, so we have a little bit kind of national politic meeting today, but it's okay. Everything that comes is okay, but I think that everything is at the end goes back to the same place. Practice your own relationship, your own light, be a lighthouse, be an example for others, reduce your self-criticism, find your creativity. This is the best you can do. And all the rest is not in one people's hand. It's a slower process in the cultural level. Yeah. Smile to the mirror. Practice optimism, even, you know that optimism is a choice. You can choose to join the pessimism, and you can choose, despite bad things, not to let go of your optimism. You can choose it, you can practice it. Okay, who else wants to share something or to ask something? Oh, Viola, you have another thing you want to say? Go ahead.
Thank you. I just discovered about compassion, that when I started to teach about Polish anti-Semitism, which is a very heavy subject, and I discovered I have to do it with compassion to the people, first of all, I'm speaking to, because I'm speaking to us as those who commit a crime. I don't know exactly who's sitting, who's listening, but I have to think this, they are one of us, yeah? So I just discovered that this is, many years ago, this was the key thing, to have compassion for myself, and then compassion to the people, to present them this heavy subject. And without compassion, there is no possibility. I can speak about it. And if you do not reveal, in my position, I'm saying now, if you do not reveal the truth, the healing is not coming. Mm-hmm. And all the time you are on the roundabout of guilt, shame, hiding, denial, So this compassion, it's such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share that.
Yeah. I just finished writing a book about the art of compassion. It's going to be published in Hebrew, but I think, and one of the things that I mentioned there many times, that compassion is not easy to get to. It is work. It is hard work. It is possible, but one needs to remember that it is a continuous work, and we always get to the challenges of judgment, of thinking we're not the same, of separation, division. We have it in many ways with many people. And compassion is something we can do, but we need to invest energy and practice in it. And this is what you felt. I need to be compassionate so I can deliver the information. They need to be ready to get this challenging information. And you need to come to them with no judgment. For example, if they have resistance to the information, you should not judge them.
They always have a resistance because nobody wants to hear about it.
Yeah.
But somehow you have to speak about it.
Yes.
So with love, but really you have to have it first for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And love and compassion to yourself, and then you can touch the heart a little bit. I'm with you, you know, it's, I don't know, it's a very powerful key in my lectures, the compassion.
Yeah.
And it was not easy to get it,
I believe that
but I'm not going to give up on compassion.
my view on the Holocaust, you know that we have these Nuremberg trials and Nuremberg codes. Sometimes you feel that despite the codes, it doesn't work. I mean, people do violate the codes of Nuremberg, despite that they were very, very firm, very strong codes that should kept humanity. Why don't they work, actually? I don't know if you know what happens during the 2020 Corona days. Well, this is a different discussion because I was very involved as a citizen with, there were many lies over there, many things that were not told to the people by doctors, okay? Nevertheless, I believe that the reason for the Nuremberg codes to not actually be the complete defense for humanity against humanity's weaknesses, because the main problem of Holocaust or similar catastrophic events is the loss of compassion. When people are indoctrinized in a way that make them see other people as someone that they can humiliate and torture, it means that these people lost their compassion. Compassion means that when you see someone in pain, you also have a pain. And if you see someone, a person in pain, and you don't feel anything, you are in problem, you are in trouble. Then you can kill and feel nothing. And the main reason for it is that your compassion is lost. This ability to feel the pain that someone else has. So if I accidentally hit you, I feel sorry. I feel your pain. This is normal, this is healthy. But if I judge you and I'm telling you, well, you deserve the pain, you're not worthy, it means that I don't have compassion. So the Nazis lost their compassion. And I don't know if you saw the film The Wave, very famous film. It was produced, I guess, 40, 50 years ago. There was an experiment in the United States with students. And the teacher created a process similar to the Nazis, but it was just something to learn. And he made them hate other students and justifying hurting them. He actually wanted to show how society can get to this place when they lose their compassion. And just at the end, they realized the great resemblance they had with the Nazis as society, as a group of teenagers. Okay? I think it's important because I think that once society understands that this is the problem, not because, oh, these people were the criminals, let's just put them in jail and punish them. No, the problem is with all of us, that we don't know how important it is to practice compassion, to study compassion, to learn about compassion, to investigate compassion. And not to lose this feeling of being sorry that someone else is suffering. Doesn't matter who it is. Not to justify anyway someone else's suffering. So I believe this was the main issue with the Holocaust, and other places in Russia happens the same way, I guess, in Poland and in Africa. Sometimes people mass murder many people, other people from the other tribes, and they kill each other. And then in Bosnia, so you have many examples. I believe it all begins with the loss of compassion. And this is something that should be taught and trained. And I think that in our next meeting, I will bring here a chapter from the Book of Compassion. And we're going to learn something together in English, of course. Okay? And there is a compassion to others, and there's also self-compassion. So you look at yourself, at your pain, and you accept it, and you don't judge it, and you look at your mistakes and you don't judge it, and you look at the things that you overlooked and you don't judge it. Okay? This is self-compassion, and it begins with self-love. All right, so I will prepare for our next meeting. You see Moran here? Moran is very interested in the topic of compassion. She was the first to order my book in Hebrew. Yeah, you got it before me. I didn't get my own copy. How do you like the cover, Moran? Does it look nice? All right.
Show us the cover. Show us.
See, it is in Hebrew, the art of compassion, Omanut HaChemla. So I will bring here one chapter in PDF, in English, so we can, she got it before me. And it is not supposed to be this way, but it's okay. Well,
I didn't do nothing. I just
no, it's okay. It's okay.
I just bought it. You
Yeah.
know that I wait for this book.
Yeah.
I
So,
want to ask about it something.
okay, so
And-
this is the compassion lesson today.
About compassion, but a little thing, not a company, only me.
Yes.
I got angry about from something. It's a relative, and I felt that she got angry about me, and I called her before, and I asked her if she angry about me, and she didn't know. Everything is okay.
Okay.
But now, in this time, she behaved. Not to me, with me and another relative, she got between us from my feeling. And I understand that I maybe did something, but I know about it, that's what I could do then. And now I am angry.
Mhm.
And I'm not think when you talk about it now, I don't think that I want to revenge or she hurts, but I'm angry. I don't know, I don't sure that when she called to me or she be prepared to talk with me after they behave, it really hurts me. And I'm very angry about it, and I talk about it with another.
Okay.
I don't think that I can. I don't want to hurt her, but I'm not sure that I don't have the feeling of not revenge, but to say, I was angry. I asked about it. I asked you if you're angry, but when you behave about it, after you say that you don't angry, it's crossed the line for me.
So,
So I don't know how to
well,
I-
my recommendation You know, we had this weekend of pleasurable uncertainty. Sometimes we don't really know what to do with people. We have this conflict, and there are things that we say, well, it's maybe better if I say nothing right now, because if I say the whole truth, something will happen. So maybe, I'm not sure I'm saying the right thing, because there are many ways to deal with it, but I would wait. Just wait and try, first of all, not to judge yourself that you're angry. And if you can, not to judge her for not being honest with you. And stay a little bit remote, keep the distance and wait.
I wait, but there is consequence about my other relative.
Consequence.
I heard from them.
Yes,
got
I
my
understand.
anger about
I
them.
understand. Well, let me tell you this. Take care of your own light. Don't be dragged to drama, and wait. If you stay with your smile and you don't get involved with the drama too much, the drama can decay a little bit in time. It is as if someone now is inviting you to participate in a drama. And you can decide whether you want to be correct or you want to say, well, I don't want to get to this fight because it won't be energetically good for me. Even if you're right, it's not always the right thing to do something, even when you're right. If this person is important for you, my advice to you is wait. And when the time comes, to invite her for a coffee, and would love to ask another question. That's it. And focus on other things now. Study psycho-creative books. Focus on other things. Keep this in quarantine. I will get to it later. Then the flames a little bit go lower. And if you don't participate with the drama that people invite you to, the drama can lose power.
The drama got not with her. The drama
I
got
understand.
with the relative.
I understand, but it is also an invitation for drama in an indirect way.
It's past. I passed the last week, but
Well,
it still hurts.
keep on radiating love, okay? Especially compassion to yourself that you were offended, you were hurt, it's okay. You have the right to feel this way, but it doesn't mean that you have to react. Most of the time, when we react out of hurt, we participate in a drama. It's better to wait a week or two and then to see if it is still valid to engage with this disharmony. And I'm telling you all, we have many potential invitations to participate in dramas. Sometimes things happen with other people, in our family, with our friends, neighbors. Neighbors are always a potential problem. I don't know how it is in Poland, but neighbors can be perfect, but neighbors can be problems. Nevertheless, many times people invite you to a drama because of their own disharmony, and you can make the choice if you want to join the drama. Or you keep the boundaries, you don't get involved, and you wait. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. But if it does work, it's better. Because their disharmony is not yours. You don't have to get mixed with their disharmony. Many times, this is the way when you have the crossroad to get into a war or not to get into a war. Someone is provoking you. Come on, let's fight. You may say, okay, I get back to you because you weren't right. Or you may say, I'm not ready to fight with you right now. Sorry. I won't let you hurt me, but I won't get involved with the drama. Sometimes it does work in a miraculous way. Especially if along with this way, you practice self-love, you practice your creativity, you reduce your self-criticism, and you wait until the drama is lowering its flames. That's it. So, next week, we're going to introduce the Art of Compassion book. I will translate it specially for you. Okay? And we're going to do some work with this about compassion. All right? So, anything else before we end this meeting? This personal national meeting. All right. So, thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
And I will see you next week.
Mm.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.